Hello everybody, my name is Sun Soku. Welcome back to another deck building video. As you can see, I've made a few decks. Just like to show you like what you should expect in the future. We got my tutorial decks right here, which I'll be doing next time. Right now we're going to be talking about these two decks. Master Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan 4. Now you're gonna love these. I'm gonna start with Master Ultra Instinct, then we'll go to Super Saiyan 4 for right now. And I'm gonna start like I'm gonna start with the Ultra Instinct profile to overview, Super Saiyan 4 profile to overview of that, and then all around which one's better. And we'll talk about that later. So let's just get right into it. The Master Ultra Instinct. I am on the Untap app. Or yes, website technically. Check that out in the description below. It's a very great app for building decks and testing them out before you actually build them in real life and buy the cards. So let's just get right into this with the Son Goku leader. You can't make a good deck without Goku leader. Excuse me slapping my desk 4 times in a row. I should just be clapping my hands. Medium review. No. But of course, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku leader, stupid good. Stupid good. Stupid perfect. In every way. Not only does he drop 2 energy on your first turn, which is really good, but he also gets you close to evolving right off the bat. When he evolves, he draws 2 cards. And on this other side, his main ability is that you'll never tap out because at the end of your turn you want to tap 3. Almost too good. Almost, I mean, he is too good. He's really stupid good. For the you only have up to 6 energy. That's his biggest flaw. But most decks don't even need more than 6, as I'll show you right now. This main deck uses the Mastered Ultra Instinct secret rare from Tournament Power Theme set, and we're gonna discuss that during the overview. So let's start off with some Flying Nimbus. Of course, you have to have your defense in your decks. You can't just go in there guns blazing. You have to have the defense, obviously. You got Legendary Flute because it's busted. Like legit is, and we'll see. If you remember my last video on deck profile, well, you'll remember why the Legendary Flute is basically essential for this deck. The Unyielding Spirit Trunks, just as essential as Legendary Flute. You untap 1, really good. Successor of Hope, it's not really necessary, but it's really good if you don't have the cards that you need. If you do have the cards you need, you put in energy. Pretty good. Bardock Progenitor, rare. I'm not even kidding. One of the rarest cards I have ever seen. I don't see it anywhere I go. I've gone to my shop. They are not even selling a single one. It's crazy how rare this guy is. And it might just be me. It might just be like I didn't like they put up like the rarest cards they have in their in the box. But I haven't seen a single one. And I don't know if people are just buying them or I'm just like I'm just like not asking or if they put it there or not, but these guys are really rare. I haven't pulled one yet. I haven't seen anyone pull one yet. Like, I've legit seen people open like 2 boxes like each. So I've seen like 3 people open 2 boxes and none of them pulled one. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I don't know if they're unlucky or something I don't know, something about this card though. Anyways, I spent too much time rambling about this stupid rare card. Then we got Interpret Dynasty Gohan. He's good because he has Barrier, obviously. This Indomitable Destiny Son Goku. Good because he has Barrier. Can't KO him unless you're on later turns. Hold on, let me just. There we go. Now this is actually gonna be a little different from my other deck. Ultimate Form Son Goku. He's a promo. So he's not as common as these guys, everyone else here. He's more common than Bardock though. But I think what's really good about him is that when your life is at 3 or less, it goes down by 1. His cost goes down by 1. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. And then this is also different. Sun Goku, Hope of Universe 7. This one's really interesting. Because this one's like really different because of the green card. From Charm My Power. But it all leads up into Master Ultra Instinct. It's like, okay, how does this go to this? Well, you'll see. You'll see when I get to it. And then you also have your Gohan and your Super Saiyan Blue, your Height of Mastery, and your abrupt. You want your abrupt breakthrough. I didn't think about this before, but abrupt breakthrough is really good if you're playing like the Height of Mastery or the Ultimate Form, because they don't have barrier. Also the Super Saiyan 4 one, I don't remember what it's called. But the Super Saiyan 4 swap also doesn't have barrier. So he's just good because when they get KO'd, you can just play them. You can just play him right off the bat. And he has 27,000 power. I don't think it means much, but it's interesting. So there's our deck, and I'm gonna show you how this works in a second. Alright, we're back. So let's just get started by saying this is second turn of game for your first turn. For Goku's lineage, just like the other one. So first thing you want to do, obviously you're gonna draw a card, so you have 7 cards in your hand instead of 6, and obviously place a card in drop area. You take the top 2, and you play them in your energy. All right. Now I think what really makes or breaks this is that you have to get really lucky. What you get in your first hand, right? And you tap one. If I can tap one, you tap one into Bardock. Then you take a life. I said you take a. It's not loading. Bardock, you take a life. That's good. So you're already on a good start. Now, pulled him. Hero Flute, you put him back in hand. Put him back in hand, and you draw one. It's a little scary. Here's the thing. I'm a little scared because I didn't set this up like absolutely perfect. So we're going to see some flaws with this deck. So you tap one into Bardock again. Take a life. And another Bardock, okay. And then we awaken. You draw 2. Pretty good. And then you Hero Flute again. And then you get the draw. You put him back in hand. It's like, how many times is this guy gonna Hero Flute? You attack, draw 1, you place your trunks so you can untap an and then you should probably just, like, at this point play 2 just in case to untap 2 your energy. You place these in the drop because that's what you do after your combo. Blah blah blah. And you tap one more time into Bardock. This time we're not going to Hero Flute. Take another life. And then you attack with him. They negate it. You swap into Gohan. Swap. Gohan. Then you attack again. They might not negate. They probably won't negate on their first turn. So, you know, it most likely won't happen. So you combo that, and then you untap 1. Then you completely tap out to swap this Gohan with this Goku. Now this is where you'd pass turn at this point. You know, so it's turn 2, right? We're gonna draw real quick. And it is Master of Instinct. Okay, that's unfortunate. You play your energy, all that jazz. So currently have a 3-cost, 3-cost. You have a 4-cost card in your hand right now. This guy, his energy cost is lowered by 1 when your life is at 3 or less. So we're just gonna attack real quick. You know, let's just say, oh, it lagged. Okay, it's lagging. And we're gonna attack real quick. You know, let's just say we attacked. Oh, maybe they took it, maybe they didn't. I don't know. You draw 1. It's not what I needed. It's not what I needed. You know, let's just like find the card we need, right? Because this is very luck based. Okay, shut up. What you wanted was this boy, this big boy. Also, we didn't get another card we wanted this turn. What you also want is this big boy on any turn. And we're just gonna put back this boy because I wanted to draw him from something. Let's put him at the bottom. And we're gonna take out this boy because heck this boy. We also, damn it, we didn't get a lot of cards we needed. God damn, we didn't get a lot of cards we needed. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that later. But we also need to grab. Now let's put you in the hand, and let's put you in our hand as well. Trunksu. What we really needed was these Gohans actually. So let's replace our Gohans with let's replace one of these Gohans. Put them in the bottom of the deck, and then let's replace one of our Bardoks with another Gohan because these Gohans are necessary. And let's replace one of our Flying Nimbus with a Ultra Instinct because, you know, kind of need that. Here we got our, put that in hand. Put, oh my god. Put you in hand. I think that's all we need. I'm wrong. We will replace Hero's Flute. Can't do this in the actual game. So let's just say we grabbed. We also did grab the Mastered Ultra Instinct. No, let's say yeah, Master Ultra Instinct. Hypothetically, we got really lucky. Got all these cards. Yeah. This is hypothetical. Hypothetical. Tap 1 or tap 2. Sorry, tap 2 into swap with this Master Ultra Instinct. Now this is where the fun begins. Right? Right. Maybe you didn't attack with him yet. Maybe you did. I did fucking tap him. Combo this. They're probably gonna negate it. If they don't, then you know you're lucky. You're lucky. Combo into this, and then you untap 1. Actually, you shouldn't combo with. You shouldn't attack with this one. He has double strike. They're probably gonna negate the attack. Also, you choose a card and you just choose a card and KO it. So that's good to take out blockers. You see where this is going already. You know, because I grabbed all the cards because I was unlucky. You then awaken on top. You only need 1 energy to do this, and he's gonna go like active mode. So yeah, don't attack with him. Don't attack with him. Do not attack with him. All right, you awaken onto this because this is technically a Son Goku Universe 7 with 5 or more cost. But technically, I mean, it is. It literally is. It says Universe 7 right there. Right. Oh shit. Fucking right. Thank you. Right. Hold on, I can't. It's right there. Okay. So then you'd probably want to attack with him. He has triple attack, critical, and then once you attack with him, if he doesn't negate, if he negates twice, don't go through with this. Do not. Stupid risky. Master Ultra Instinct. Oh, I didn't drop my 2 fucking. Okay. Because you do want to drop 1 universe, or you drop 2 universe 7 with this guy. So that's when you need to go on. The Gohans are universe 7. And then you go into Master Ultra Instinct. Master Ultra Instinct. Where the and then you attack with him, and his skill can't be negated. You have like 4 cards in your. You'll have I'd say at least 4 cards in your hand, maybe more. Depending on what your game plan is. This is turn 2 Master Ultra Instinct. You attack with him. Maybe your opponent has a crap ton of cards in their hand. Maybe they do, but it's 45,000 versus it's whatever they have. Like they probably are awakened by now, so 15 plus whatever they have in their hand versus 50, 55, 60, 65, 65,000 power. Master Ultra Instinct. It's not that hard to get to. Okay, it's pretty hard to get to unless you have a really, really good hand. But that's turn. It's turn 2 Master Ultra Instinct. Now, okay, I'm gonna go over this real quick. It's not freaking viable. It's not viable. As you saw, I had to look through my deck and replace cards just to get this guy out. It's not viable. It's just not. You'll never actually get this out in the game. Even with the perfect hand, even with the perfect starting hand of a Bardock and a crap ton of Hero's Flute and a Gohan, and you get the perfect yellow, perfect life draw. It's still not likely to happen. I made sure I got perfect life draw, perfect hand. And I even made sure that the next card I got was a freaking Bardock. Or the successor of Hope. So it's not viable unless you want to you could look into it. Maybe you get a better hand. Maybe get a crap ton of more Successor of Hope to get the Gohans so you can drop those. But besides that, it's just not viable. It's not consistent. Not consistent at all. Perhaps just getting the A cost out is more consistent. Even then, you still have to drop 2 Universe 7. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then there's the 2 other Goku. That's 5, and then 6 if you count Secret Rare. If you want to drop Secret Rare. There's 12 different cards in this deck, and half of them are Universe 7, but I don't know, it's just it's not viable, because if I hadn't planned this out, I probably would have gotten a green or blue energy, and you don't want that in this deck. This is a very it's not a good deck, it's what I'm saying, but it's possible. You can run this competitively. It's just most likely you're gonna lose because you try to get out Master Ultra Instinct. But I wouldn't say you will. If you don't have Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, and the Gohans, or whatever other card you need in your hand by the time you're on 3rd stage Goku, you shouldn't even you should just go to Gohan. You just go to Gohan. Go to the 8 cost. Go to 8 cost. Wherever I put him, there he is. Height of Mastery. You want to go straight to Height of Mastery. You don't even want to try for this if you don't have him in your hand. Can't search him with Successor of Hope. So, no, it's not viable. Do not use it. But that was a turn 2 secret rare. It's possible, it's not likely. So I'm going to see you when I get to the next deck real quick. Alright, here it is. Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. The secret rare. Now we're gonna get real into this one. This one, I was debating on which one is better earlier. We'll get to that later. On which is better. This one's really good, and it's very like flexible. You can rearrange this deck as much as you want. I threw in a few cards that I think would help, but it's definitely a deck that you can just mess around with. You know, make it your own. So of course we have the Son Goku leader, which, yeah, I made 3 videos on this leader, with decks with this leader, and there's a reason for that. He's so good. He's stupid good. I already explained that earlier, but so let's just get right in this. So I got Vados Assistant. You can because you know, red energy. No other, and this is the only like negate that will actually have its effect go off, because this isn't a red Saiyan, so you can't use the red Saiyan negate. You know, it ain't universe anything. It's just Goku Saiyan. So you'd have to use this. So next we have 2 playing M2. This isn't necessary. I just like playing an M2. It really helps. It really does help in pressure, because you want to because you know you'll lower your opponent's. Either you'll KO a blocker that's really annoying you, or you'll lower your opponent's leader card so you can get a killing blow. No way to get rid of planet them too, and so it's just good. Unyielding Sphere Trunks, you have to have this. You have to have the legendary flute, because those are necessities. Intensifying Power Trunks, this is a really good card. This is one of the big parts about this deck. Your opponent is going to take so many critical hits, and I'll get to that later, but it's going to take so many critical hits, they're not going to be able to even like do anything about it. If they don't want to take a crit, then they're going to have to combo from the hand. If they have to take a crit, that's 1 card in their drop area. It's 1 in their life in their drop area. If that's a good card, then they're screwed. They're screwed. You know, in a way. If it's like, you know, like if they're playing Cell Chain, they need 17 or an 18 or a cell at all. You know, you attack with critical a bunch of times, and they eventually might drop at 18, 17. You know, it's hypothetical stuff like that. You know, they might drop their super combo. That's just, you know, so you know, Chain Attack Trunks, I think, yeah, he's pretty good. One of the combos I see a lot is Chain Attack Trunks Zeno. And I think, personally, that's a little broken. If you want me to be honest, it's really good. It's really good, man. It's like so good. Determine Super Saiyan Son Goku. This is your combo right now. These 2. The Vicious Fist Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. I think he's a really good card, in the fact that you can attack once and he goes back to active mode. He gains plus 5,000, so he has 30,000. But in this case, you're going to have a 45,000 Hyper Evolution Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. So, you know, I have strategies as Universe 7 in here. I'm not going to be able to show it off, but, you know, give all your Red Saiyan's all your Red Saiyan battle cards, barrier. That's just good. You can't KO, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah, that's good. Pin-Size Warrior, I have him in here just because, you know, this is just like a suggestion deck. Suggestion, you can mess around with it. It's very flexible. Like I said before, so flexible. I stayed on that S for so long. But it is really flexible because red is just really has a lot of good cards. you know, we're gonna get into that a bit later. So we got our pin size, and then we got a combination attack. Really good if you want to rack up the damage for this guy. Excuse me. Because, you know, when he attacks, he gets plus 5,000, plus this, that's 10,000, so he gets 50,000. Two of those, and that's 60,000. He's taking your life every time he attacks. And then we got the Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. I put him in here for, what's the word? What's the word here? You ready to forget the word? I'll remember it later. But he's basically a free super combo. That costs 1. But you know, he's a 10,000 super combo that lets you draw a card. Or he's a 10,000 card that draws a card. And he's not affected by the super combo skill. So you know, you can have this and super combos in your deck. He's a good card in that regard. You don't want to evolve into him. He's bad if you evolve into him. He has barrier in 20,000. That's all he has. Then we got Triple Flash Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's in here because he's also just really good in general. Like, I'd even say he's better than this Secret Rare, which is saying a lot because of you know, deal 1 damage when you're, and you could drop 2. He deals 1 damage after just 1 attack if you have the 2 pan in your hand. But he also, you can drop 2 of your cards from your hand, he goes back up, and you attack again. That's good. But I think this is almost better because, well, he has single strike, or he doesn't have dual attack or anything like that. But when he attacks, if you have 40,000 or more, you can't counter. Triple strike, deflect. He draws 2 cards upon being played, meaning you have a chance to get the pans to get him up to 40,000 power upon attacking. So, you know, it's a good finishing. It's a good finisher. And in that regard, even if if he survives, he's really good. If we're just like trying to deal damage, he's a good 7 cost that can be played on, get this, first turn. We'll get in that right now. Alright, we're back. Alright, so we're starting off real strong with this absolutely perfect hand. We're gonna draw 1. I didn't think this through, honestly. If you want me to be honest, I'm gonna take just, you know, I forgot to do a thing. Let's just say we drew another Trunks. Put that in the drop. We're gonna put you in the top of the deck real quick. We're gonna put you at top deck. Top deck real quick. We're gonna put you back to the top right there. Drew Trunks, and then we took 2. There we go. 2 of our. That's Drew 2. And okay, they're both pin size, right? Okay, we take a life. We take a 2 life, and we put them in energy, right? That was lag. Oh my god, hit hard. Then we do a thing. We do a thing right there. Then we got Trunks. We got this Trunks. You attack for him with him. 15 crit. You draw from him. Look at that. Lucky. And then your flute. Put him back to hand. You can draw again. That was lucky. Place that in the drop. Tap 2. Trunks again. Again? What? Attack with him again. You take a life. I don't even know what I put here. Ah, yes, that Goku. If you didn't have him, oh my god, you got lucky. If I didn't have him, I got lucky. Man, really good. And then we awaken real quick so I can draw 2. And if you want to, you can combo with these 2 with Trunks or your leader if you attack again. Just say I attacked again so I can draw 2. Or I draw 1. And then what I get? What the fuck did I get? Oh, excuse my language. It's confusing. Okay, we're good. Okay, he's gonna drop. Let's just say we just combo those, and we untap 2 of our energy. You see where this is going, right? You see where this is going. Take these 2. You tap them to awaken chain attack on top. Chain attack on top. Chain attack on top. There we go. Of course, chain attack is going to be tapped because we attacked with, what was that, 3 attacks? That's 3 attacks. But because we played chain attack, we can play this guy out. And he's a 5 cost. You know, we attack with him. He hits for critical, so that's 4 attacks. If they take him all, if they negate it, then that's fine. That doesn't really. Who's gonna negate on their first turn? They're gonna be awakened anyways. You drop 2. Those 2, and then you untap 2. Then yeah, you play him in active mode. You do not. Alright. But you do tap 1 to EX evolve into this boy. He's gonna be tapped though, which is a bit of a downside. Rip everything. But you do drop a card to do that, and and if you want to tap 1 more, you have to place 2. Till you tap 1 more, and you just fucking go in, man. You just go in. You just fucking go in. You drop your only card left in your hand. I don't remember if this is like legal or not. I don't know if it's legal or not. Here's the thing. This may or may not be legal. Here's the thing. So it's potentially turn 1 if you just drop everything in your hand, right? It's potentially turn 1 secret rare Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Just drop absolutely everything. If you have to drop 2, then it's turn 2. Because then on your second turn, you know, let's just say it's, he passed turn, I have the secret rare, I don't have secret rare out, then I just draw 1. Then I'll just draw 1. I won't play an energy, and I just drop that, I place this in the drop area, and then I'll evolve. Yeah, you're empty-handed at that point. But you get so many attacks, you know, you draw 1 for attacking with your Super Saiyan Goku. Okay. Okay. And you attack with a chain attack, and then you fucking attack with, excuse my language again, I'm just a wee bit frustrated. Not really, I'm not frustrated at all. I knew this problem would arise. And then you attack with him, he has 40k single. That kind of sucks, but oh well. It's like, oh, and it's like, if you, well, yeah, if you attack with him, boom, you attack with him, and then you, that's turn 3. If he survives somehow, if he somehow survives 3 attacks, 1 from a secret rare, you turn 3, get another card, don't charge, attack again with your leader, and you draw another card, all that jazz, and you can awaken, all that jazz. Get it. This is a double strike card. Get him out. If you get lucky, you can get out this secret rare right here. Get out the secret rare Super Saiyan 4. Hypothetically. I recommend playing him first, honestly. You tap 1 into a 5 or more cost Son Goku. Use 8 costs on. Oh, triggered. Y'all triggered. He's devolved the triple flash on top of oh, why aren't you on top? He's devolved triple flash onto the secret rare. Why aren't you on top? Okay, no, let's just say he's on top. Over here. So we have you know, triple flash. When you play him, you draw 2 cards. I want to do that first. You definitely want to do that first. So, did I screw up? I don't think I screwed up anywhere. But it's hypothetically turn 1. If you can just drop all your cards from your hand. If you drop the 1 card in your hand and drop your hand, it still counts. If it still counts, then you know. If not, then turn 2. If you do have to drop the cards, then I recommend just, like, skipping this one. No, don't go to drop, you freaking Super Saiyan 4. You secret rare. If it's not turn 1, put him in your hand. Put him in your hand. Keep him in your hand. Keep this guy in your hand as well. Keep this boy in your hand. And just play this guy. That turn. If you're smart, why is he going behind everyone? I don't understand that. If you are smart, or more like if you're lucky. Yeah, if you're lucky, then perhaps you'll get the universe strategy of Universe 7. Play that, and they all have barrier. All these Saiyans have barrier. So now your triple flash has barrier, or potentially your Sacred Rare has barrier. Turn 1 triple flash is Sacred Rare, depending on ruling. I need to look up that ruling. But yeah, strategy of Universe 7. Turn all your red cards into barrier, and they all have barrier now to the end of your opponent's turn. So they can't get popped or anything. They can get you know, stopped by your opponent's card that has barrier, or that negates barrier. But you can't call Bloodlust this because it's a extra card. Actually, Trio of the Dangers can't even affect this, actually, because Trio of the Dangers can't even touch barrier, can't affect barrier, because I'm pretty sure it can't touch barrier. If you can't touch barrier, then Trio of the Danger cannot touch barrier, even if they have their triangle. Blah blah blah. Well, I'll talk about that in a later video, probably, about skills. But hypothetically, turn 1 and probably turn 2. But you can still turn 1 into this. You can still turn 1 into this, and then turn 2 into this guy, and you'll have more cards then. So it's probably better to turn 2 into him. But there you go. You know, obviously inconsistent. Not consistent whatsoever. Like I said, I made it perfect. Even then, I did still find a problem with me because I'm stupid, and I needed to drop a card for his leader effect. And I didn't think about that, and I ended up having the freaking pull Trunks. You know, didn't even pull fucking negate. I keep saying it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry for those 2-year-olds that are currently watching my videos. You know, the one where I recently posted a Five Nights at Fuckboys video. Yeah. You know you are. Anyways, so yeah, that's our big problem with this, with any deck, with any like stupid powerful deck, to get a secret rare out on turn 1. Technically turn 1. If you are lucky. If you are lucky and your judge and your judge and your ref is okay with it, you know. Or if you, I don't know if it's in the rulings. You should check the rulings eventually. Check the rulings, guys, you know. Make sure I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments below if I am wrong. Because I feel like I'm wrong here. Obviously, this is too good to be true. If I can get into Secret Rare out on turn 1, even then, you can't even use its full effect. But getting out Secret Rare on turn 1, like what? That's like so good. And it's from all these cards from set 3. Like actually though, you know, besides like a few, but you know, all these cards are like from set 3. And there's like the few that are not, obviously. We're gonna get into our final discussion in like right now. Yeah, we'll just get right now. Alright, let's get into the big discussion of this video. Can they be played in turn 1? Technically, yes. Technically, yes. For Super Saiyan 4. So, no, that's not clickbait. Technically not clickbait. Technically, I'm not falling that low. Yet. I'm not falling that low yet. But... yeah, I said they're the strongest Secret Rares for a reason. They're really good. I think Master Ultra Instinct's broken. Not in regard that he has Victory Strike. Besides that, which deck that I just mentioned is better? Which deck is better? You know, the Super Saiyan 4, or Ultra Instinct? Which one is better? So let's just get like right into it. I forgot to mention last time about a few seconds ago, just like a few seconds ago. I forgot to mention Super Saiyan 4, Goku's weaknesses. You drop so many cards in your hand, you're not gonna have any defense. You have 4 life left. You have no defense, and you're gonna get hit left and right and left and right. Even if you untap your energy, you know, you untap your 3 energy, your 2, I guess in this case, you're still left wide open to any enemy attack because you have no cards in your hand, and all of your other cards are just in rest mode. If you know, so you know, for turn 1, hyper evolution. So, but besides that, let's just get into like the biggest, I'd say, strengths. Yeah, their strengths. Let's get into their strengths. Master Ultra Instinct has the strength of being a one-hit KO. And that means that you only have to attack twice-ish? You only have to attack twice, and get him out. And if your opponent didn't play a blocker, then they may or may not be screwed. Of course, you could always waste their cards by attacking a couple times with the Mastered Ultra, the other, not Mastered, the 7, 8, is it 7 or 8? I don't remember. It's 7 cost, ain't it? The 7 cost Ultra Instinct. You can waste their entire hand by attacking with this 7 cost Ultra Instinct, so you don't have to take a critical. Yeah, you don't have to take critical, because that's bad. I don't want to take critical. You know, you combo in the first attack, and then the second attack you don't have the combo at all. And they'll probably waste cards to stop them from getting critical, or they might not. They might not at all, but they'll be low. They'll be very low in that regard. But you want to, you always want to make sure you don't. If they, you don't want them to evolve. That's the thing. Here's the thing: you don't want to evolve if you're gonna play the Awakened Power. So, Ultra Instinct in that regard is better because you can actually kill on turn 2. Turn 1, Super Saiyan 4, you can do a lot of damage, but you probably won't kill. Let's see, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, you won't kill. You won't kill all. You only give them 4 life. And if you don't kill them, then I don't know what to say, man. You're dead. You're basically, no, you're not dead, but you're in a bad spot. So in that regard, I think they're better. I think Ultra Instinct has to win, but how inconsistent his deck is, like in terms of getting them out, you know, Ultra Instinct's very inconsistent. I also forgot to mention, if you turn 2 Super Saiyan 4, that you'll survive. You'll have more defense, but you won't be able to kill him. So in terms of killability, Ultra Instinct takes that. But I'm not gonna put up a scoreboard. No, we're just gonna talk about the strengths and weaknesses. What was I saying before? Consistency. Ultra Instinct is very inconsistent because of how many cards you have in there, how many like other cards that aren't yellow. The chances of you placing down a green or blue energy is much higher. And if you get one of those energy, then you're basically screwed out of turn 2, and you're gonna have to sell with turn 3. In which case, they're probably gonna have more defense. You'll have more attacking power, but they'll have more defense, which is not something you want when you're playing Goku Leader. When you're playing Secret Rare, and even if they can't super combo, I'm sure they could probably pull something like, you know, all their 5,000s and tap a few to 10,000. But besides that, you know, you're not gonna get very far in terms of consistency. If in terms of consistency, yeah, you know, you might play a bad energy, you might not get the cards you need, you might not even see the Secret Rare the entire game, because that's the thing that can happen. It's one card in your deck. It's the one card, and that's not, you know, helpful. You can't search for these guys. You can't do that at all. You can't search for the Super Saiyan 4 or Ultra Instinct. You can definitely like Successor of Hope to make sure they're in your deck, but you can't. There's not even a way to you can't Successor of Hope to even see Super Saiyan 4. But for both, you can't like guarantee they're gonna be in your hand, unless you know, there's actually like no way though, unless you cheat, which I do not condone cheating, because if you're a cheater, you're douche. But in Super Saiyan 4's case, I think he's more consistent in the fact that you do not need specific cards to do anything. You only have eight blue cards to, which, you know, with the Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan 3 leader, is all you're gonna need when you're going into a deck with him that isn't blue. So you have your 8 cards, you know, less of a chance to get the bad energy. You do need a few specific cards, but as long as you have Flute, Trunks, Chain Attack, and you draw the other ones, maybe even, you know, keep Super Saiyan Goku in your hand, and you know, at least one Trunks in your hand, I think you'll be okay in that regard, because you draw so much, and you'll tap out if you want to go for first turn. You know, you'll have no cards in your hand at all. But Secret Rare, consistency wise, he's pretty consistent, which is good. You know, you want consistency. You want to keep your consistency level high. It's high. There we go. There we go. That's good. You want to keep it high so you don't, like, you know, whiff. You don't want to whiff too hard. Just the other day, I had a consistency problem where I got a blue energy and a yellow energy right off the bat with Super Saiyan 3, and I didn't get in the gate at all. I was 3 draws away from getting in the gate. That would have saved me. That was three draws. I was 3 draws away from getting in the gate. That could have saved me. Turn I lost, and that was brutal because I lost very badly. My opponent still had 4 life. If I had gotten on the gate, I could have played it. I could have dropped a card. You can only attack one more time, and I would have survived. But I didn't. That's the important lesson of today. I did not survive. But, yeah. Inconsistency-wise, Super Saiyan 4 is more consistent. Viability-wise, like, if you could actually put these in the tournament, Neither of these are good. Neither of these decks are actually good. This is just a neat little trick you can do. Neat little trick you can do against your friends. If you're playing, your friend's playing like a blue-green Goku Black with only Goku Black cards, and you're playing like one of these decks. You don't want to do these in competitive play. Maybe Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct's more viable because Super Saiyan 4 can get you actually screwed. It'll literally just end your life because you have no cards in your hand. You're just gonna die unless you take turn 2. Even then, it's still risky. Even that's still risky because and then you can always turn 2 Secret Rare. But turn 2 Ultra Instinct's really good. Even turn 3 Ultra Instinct's really good because it can't be negated, first of all, and unless your opponent has a really, really good way of drawing cards, you just took 4 damage that one turn, maybe even more. If they'll have probably a lot of cards in their hand, but how many of them are going to be 1 cost combos? That's a good question, actually. I don't know how many there would be in competitive decks, but I think the most competitive, viable competitive, is the one that's more consistent, which is Super Saiyan 4. But also, Ultra Instinct's super good. That's debatable. It's debatable. Inconsistent though. It's inconsistent though. So I'm gonna have to go Super Saiyan 4 on that one. And I think it's all. I think it's all I could say. I'd like to hear your opinions, of course. Well, my phone's almost dead. But anyways, as I digress. I'd like to hear your opinions, honestly, because deck building's hard. Deck building's really hard. I'm swiveling a little bit. Don't mind me moving around. But deck building is really hard. So when you're trying to make a deck based around a Secret Rare to get them out earlier than usual, that's hard. It's hard to do. And I demonstrated how to do it. I don't think it's really like super possible. I don't think it's like good to use in any competitive setting. With Master Ultra Instinct inconsistencies, and with Super Saiyan 4's lack of cards in your hand. Even on turn 2, you're still going to drop 2 cards, which sure, you do draw 2 cards upon, in your turn, but that doesn't stop him from being negated. You can always tap 2 to drop. You always drop 2 and put it back up, but I don't know if you want to do that with how many cards you'll probably have in your hand, and you'll want to defend that turn as well. You want to defend against your opponent's attack so you don't die that turn. Because if they're playing Demagra, Demagra's brutal in that regard. But so those are my opinions on the deck. I'd like to hear yours. I want to see if people would agree with me, or if they'd be like, nah, I think Ultra Instinct would be better competitively, or Super Saiyan 4 is better competitively. I think Ultra Instinct's better, Super Saiyan 4 is better. I think that Secret Rare Vegeta is actually the best Secret Rare. So your opinion's wrong. But you know, right? I said things like that so much. But that's a video. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video of me explaining my 2 Secret Rare decks that are not good at all. You got you already have your alternatives to make sure you don't die. If you don't get it, you have your alternatives and all that. But besides that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next deck video, which will probably just be a tutorial. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy the decks and the